Hello, welcome YouTube. My name is Timothy Chisholm. Welcome to my channel called The Professional Driver at CDLQ. In this particular video, of course, I am an ambassador for Ashley Furniture, and I'm just giving a review of my employment since I've been here. This is going on like week 5. And if you go back and see some of my other videos, I actually talk about the onboarding process from the beginning up to this particular point, my experience with that, traveling, how they treated you, how the orientation went, and then even since I've been hired, my experience is based upon what they told us and then what I actually experienced. So in this video, I'm going to talk about several things that have taken place over a week. This is like a weekly recap of my week. Today is Saturday, actually. So I've been out now a week. Again, you go from week to week. I do point to point. Point to point is I take loaded trailers from my Ashley DCs, and mine is in Ecru, Mississippi, and I take those to various points throughout the region. I'm in the southern region, basically Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, and Oklahoma, sometimes Ohio, sometimes I go up there for Illinois, Missouri, places like that. My most recent trip, I went to Wisconsin, to our corporate area, which is in Arcadia. So that was a nice little run for me. And the more that you show that you're dependable, you're going to be on time, you're going to pick up and deliver on time, then the more they will give you to run. That's just with anything, you got to prove yourself. They have an awesome team of dispatchers, backhaul dispatchers, just people who handle the logistics side of making sure that we as drivers are staying busy and that they're getting the product to the customers on a timely manner. From the time you order it to the time that you get it, it goes from the manufacturer to our distribution centers, and then distribution centers to the Ashley stores, and then the Ashley stores to you. So again, point to point, I take from one destination to another. Sometimes I do drop. Well, all of our dropping hooks are at our drop lots or at another DC. So when I go to one of our drop lots, for the most part, I'm going to drop a loaded trailer and pick up an empty trailer, and then from either I will be deadhead back, or I will grab a backhaul from a broker load to kind of work you back towards your DC. And I'll talk a little bit about that later, because they do maximize the movement of the truck, and I understand that. The other level is a 3PL. 3PL is like an over-the-road driver. Stay out typically 2 to 3 weeks. You also take furniture from various point-to-point locations, but you also do broker loads. It's more like a transportation, just like just picking up loads. That's another one of Ashley's strategies to stay in business and to be able to do more business, is that we must keep those trucks moving, and we must keep making money, period. If you don't make no money, you can't stay in the game. So that's what the 3PL do. Now the LTL, which is less than a truckload, they are the drivers where the point-to-point and the 3PL drivers, we drop trailers at our drop sites or DC. Then they take those loaded trailers and they take them to the various locations in the cities, to the Ashley stores, with the distribution stores, I'm sorry. And then the actual store, they will put them on their bob trucks and they deliver to the customer's home. So that's what the LTL does. They take the product and they take it to the stores, all the Ashley stores, or whoever we're selling furniture to. We sell furniture. We'll sell furniture to our competitors. I mean, obviously, that's just the way it goes, so that's just the way it works. So again, you got LTL, 3PL, and P2P. Those are the 3 divisions that Ashley is offering for its truck driving positions. And if you're a driver or owner operator, independent, and like myself, I used to be an owner operator, and the rates plummeted, and it's been like that for about a year now. This year has been one of the toughest years, man. Um, for the trucking business, I mean, 73 cents a mile is 60 cents a mile. That was some unbelievable rates. And when you're a small man, 2 to 3, 4 trucks or whatever, man, you struggle. You're gonna really struggle because the major companies, they get in there and they negotiate, and they get whatever they need. Like Ashley, I mean, Ashley has trailers dropped at different corporations, but Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, I mean, we all, Coca-Cola, whatever, and that's where they can maximize their presence, as well as to get their drivers out back to the DCs, because the whole goal is to deliver the furniture, work your way back, get another furniture, because they got furniture here that needs to go to these DCs. So, and they got plenty of freight, man. They keep you busy. So again, if you're an owner operator and you're looking, man, you're like, man, I can't keep doing this here. Your truck payments and insurance and all that stuff is still coming in, and the money just isn't there, and you don't have that reserve, or you have exhausted all of your reserves, and you're like, man, what am I going to do? Well, it'll be a huge transition, especially when you're used to making, $3,000 to $6,000 a week, and you're coming down to like $1,600 a week. That is a big change, and you have to do that based upon your need, and your financial situation better than I do. So that's something you would have to most definitely think about. But I can tell you this, that I have the comfort now of not having to worry about truck repairs, fuel rates, and stuff like that. The trucks we have great equipment. You just gotta manage your time. That 70-hour clock, if you manage that 70-hour clock and maximize your time, you can earn pretty good money doing that. Of course, you have to keep that left door closed. You got to roll. You got to go and get it. They pay you per stop, per live load and unload stop for the P2P, and I think the 3PL, they get paid per stop, $40 extra per stop. So that's another way of you earning some money. They have other bonuses and stuff, inspection bonus, safety bonuses, and stuff like that you can earn as well. So you have the potential to at least do $1,600 to $1,700 a week. So and the pay structure is based upon your region as well, and also the division that you're working in. I work in the South Division out of the Akron, Mississippi, like I stated earlier. And if you're doing 3PL, that's a different pay tier. P2P is a different pay tier. LTL, they pay based upon the hour and based upon the stops. That's according to my understanding. I could be wrong, but if I am, just fact check it and you'll find out, before you make that decision. But Ashley is a stable company. They have a lot of furniture that is being moved, because again, they're in control of the manufacturing, distribution of their product. So they have their hands on every piece from the beginning to the end to the customer's door. So they control all that, and by them able to control all that, they can expedite and get you your product to you faster than if we just use outside resources. So they're stable in that manner, to where they have their freight. And they're also stable in the manner to where, from a financial perspective, I've been to various locations. They have remodeled, or they have built new facilities. Their break rooms for drivers are state-of-the-art facilities. They have state-of-the-art facilities. Their shops, they are state-of-the-art facilities. I mean, they have really made a huge investment back into the company, and I can see that. When I talk to drivers who've been here 25, 30 years, 15 years, 10 years, and there's a lot of them too, who've been there that long. And I can truly say that if I had been in that mindset and I started working with Ashley, I would have retired too. I mean, dude, woman, whatever. It's a cool spot. Now, just like anything, you're going to have your ups and downs, and some people are going to fall through the cracks, and you just got to know that. You just got to know that. You should expect that. That way, when it happens, then you can adjust, and you can, navigate your way around that in order for you to continue to move forward with your goal. So, again, I just want to kind of give you guys a little insight. If you go back and watch some of my videos, you'll see again, some of the things I say. And if you got any questions, you got any comments, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to share with you what I know, what I've learned, and what I think. They're only what I know, what I learn, and I think. I am not a spokesperson for Ashland. They have not asked me to do this. I'm doing these videos on my own because I feel good about things that I do. I am an entrepreneur mind person. Right now, I'm just doing this and building something else on the other side, so that it can compensate for the income that I've had to take a cut in. And so you got to always be forward thinking and be trying to better yourself and stuff like that. And you know that, right? So Ashley, you might want to talk about, they got so much going on, man, and to where I'm just gonna try to just touch on some of the topics that they have going on here. Now they have this newsletter that they give out to the drivers and things like that, kind of keep you abreast of what they're doing, what's going on, how the Ashley is involving in the community, and talk about the benefits, and talking about different things that they have going on, and new stores that are opening and stuff like that. They have a thing called We Are One Ashley. And Ashley, their motto is really based upon the family structure, the family, that family feel. And to be honest with you, I do get that family feel working here at Ashley. I mean, again, I don't believe that there are bad companies out there. Sometimes we have bad representatives of that company. And sometimes some people have a bad experience with an employee of a company, and then they're like, oh, they not this and they're not that. That's not really true. You just had a bad experience with someone that probably had a bad day, and that's unfortunately. But their goals and their values are what they are, and we as employees either have to exemplify those things, and we don't always hit the mark because we're human. We make mistakes, we got emotions, and we just do things sometimes that later on we do regret. But I want to read to you all a portion right here that says, Ashley Furniture culture is the heart of everything we do. Our decision, actions, and who we are as an organization are rooted in our core and all our growth values. As a family company, is what I was telling you guys earlier. They really are a family company. I mean, the CEO and the founder, the father, son, and rightfully so. Just like Sam Walton and Walmart, that's a family company. They went global with it. So far, Ashley hasn't. It's a private-owned company, one of the world's largest private-owned company. We're right up there with Walmart for the private fleet. They got a lot of trucks. They got a lot of DCs, and Ashley has a very strong presence. We deliver furniture all over the world. I mean, not just the U.S., but the world. And I tell you, they are doing some great things, man. So again, there is a family company, and they believe in working together to achieve goals, to celebrate success, and to overcome any challenges that come our way. And I like the fact that they know they got to overcome any challenges, and you can see that there's been a lot of challenges facing corporations here lately. With the things that have been going on, especially in the trucking industry. They're shutting down left and right, man. Businesses, I'm talking about business that have been around for hundreds of years, 50 years. JCPenney, Sears, Bed and Bath, and all these particular companies that you wouldn't think they would be going out of business. They're going out of business. And so Ashley really have been proactive, and they're really looking more into the future on how we can be sustained, and they're doing sustainable things that will give the company a continual growth and be profitable. Because again, as they're going to say here in their mission statement, that this is their mission statement, our mission statement, our vision, their vision, I apologize. We want to be the best home furnishings company. Now anything you do, you always want to be the best. Now the best going to be determined based upon the customers that we serve. They determine whether you're the best because they're the one that's buying your product. But I believe that's the perfect mindset to have. You should always want to be the best. You should think that you are the best. Now that doesn't say you are the best, but you always strive to be the best. And I like the fact that that's a bold statement to make, that we want to be the best home furnishing company pretty much in the world. Our mission is made up of 5 different points. 1, to improve quality, reduce costs, do more business, be profitable, and stay in business. Now I'm gonna start from the rear. That's the name of the game. You got to be able to stay in business. If they don't do what it takes to stay in the business, then all of these thousands and thousands of employees won't have no job, man. That will impact a large sector of people, because you got to look at all the raw materials that we purchase. You got to look at all of the people that we employed and all those people that, I mean, it's a domino effect. Boom, 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 boom. So their main goal is to stay in business, and so I like that fact. And again, I'm starting from the end and I'm going backwards. The other one is they got to be profitable, because if you're not being profitable, you're not gonna stay in business. You're in business to be what? Profitable. Do more business. You got to do more business. You can't just relax and say, oh, we got this. No, you got to always want to continue to grow. And they are figuring out ways of how to reach and how to grow. And the way that they do that is by reducing costs. They want to know, how can we improve the quality of the product that we're selling, but at the same time reduce the cost? That means that the customer get a better quality, and we're finding ways to reduce the cost so that you can reduce the cost to the customer. Reduce the cost to the customer, guess what happens? You do more business. You do more business, guess what happens? You be profitable. You be profitable, guess what? You stay in business. I love that vision statement that they have, to improve quality, to reduce costs, to do more business, to be profitable, and to stay in business. And it says specifically that if we don't have each part of these components coming together, then we won't be successful in our mission. These core beliefs and lessons align with Ashley values. Again, you got to stay in the game. If you can't stay in the game, it's over. You're done. And I like the things that they're doing to try to maintain their foothold in this industry and continue to be the world's largest furniture manufacturer. That's a nice title to have, and I like being a part of something that's really bigger than me, because it gives me motivation, it gives me drive. I like to see people progress, and I like to see growth. I like being connected with that, and I feel that my part as an ambassador is to share with other drivers. Look, again, if you're looking for a place that you want to go and work and call home, you really want to, grow, and you really want to earn a decent living, Ashley is the place for you. I am standing 10 toes down on it. Even if I have a better opportunity, and if I left tomorrow, anybody I talk to, I would tell them the same thing. My experience, my personal experience, has been one that what I would tell you is give it a shot, but put your best foot forward. You got to have a growth mindset. You got to have good work ethic, and you got to learn to be professional. And if you do those things, you're going to automatically attract the success that you want to have. And that just goes with anything that you do in life. So, yeah. So with those things, their mission statement, their vision statement is to improve quality, reduce costs, to do more business, to be profitable, and to stay in the business. That's why they said we are one Ashley. I support that. I believe in that. I believe in that for my own personal life. So again, that's why I champion behind this, and I share with the videos that I share, because again, you're getting it from my personal perspective, and also I've spoken with others, and they just feel good about where they are. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do some videos with some of the guys that I meet on the properties and that have been here a while. Let them share their stories, where you can get some more personal stories. And sometimes when you read reviews, those reviews can go either way. You know how they go. People don't have their way, they go automatically. People always want to blame somebody else for their failures, or for things not working out the way that they want them to work it out. But at the end of the day, it's just like McDonald's. They've been making burgers since I know McDonald's beyond. I'm 51. So they've been making burgers a long time. They're not that big for no reason at all, but they do it their way. If you learn how to do it McDonald's way, and you do it McDonald's way, then you can go on and you can be successful at McDonald's. You can't come in there and try to do a Burger King's way, because Burger King's way don't work for McDonald's. Same way they would ask you can't come and work for a company to think that you're going to come in and change the way that they do business. Now, but on the other hand, and I'm going to jump over to this here, because Ashley, they they actually champion people with their ideas. I'm gonna read this particular piece right here. It says, if you have an idea, please fill out the online form or paper and and submit it to them. They want your ideas, and I think if they use your idea, there's some benefits for it. I don't really know all the details about that, but they do have it right here. They want your input, so they understand that the best ideas always come from the employees, because they're the actual one that's doing it. So they're taking into consideration of what you have and how you feel, and then they will try to incorporate that into their core values and their beliefs. And I've seen some of the work of people who were here previously, or the way that the places operate. It was for somebody else who brought their idea to the table, and they just used it, they implemented it, and they established, and they grew. Ash is very involved in the community, especially in Arcadia, where the corporate office is. And wherever the corporate office is pretty much where they're going to spend a lot of their support money, because that's what the community pretty much demand of them. They have this place called the Warnick Found Business School. Let me just make sure I say it right. It's called the Warnick School of Business Leadership. They invest in the community. They invest in the people. So that they can help bring out more leaders so that they can grow. I mean, it's in their best interest to do that. So again, they really invested in communities. They do things that's called a Hope to Dream, which they help children across the United States who have been given new and comfortable beds. They support what they would call the humanitarian patrons of arts. I mean, they really are involved in the communities. Now, I would like to see more of that trickle down into the different regions, and especially in Mississippi, we can use a lot of that support in the communities, in the schools and stuff like that, because in the South, it's a little bit more disadvantaged in some cases, and also it's a different culture, So I would like to see some of that kind of trickle down into the areas that we actually live in, other employees and stuff like that. And that would be a positive for Ashley Furniture to look at doing something in the future. And they probably already are, and I might not just know about it. So I don't want to just say they're not doing it. I'm only just talking about what I know right now. And they do nice things, for its anniversary. They recognize anniversaries. They recognize your birthdays. They recognize your hard work. They recognize your commitment. They promote from within. I've spoken to people who start out in the warehouses, and now they LFMs and stuff like that. So they do promote within their own company, and that's another great thing. So again, I just want to encourage you drivers out there, or if you're new, or even if you're a student. They take students. They have their school too, where you can actually go to CDL training school. Now, I don't know what region it is in, but whomever you speak to in the recruiting process, they'll tell you if you want to go to their school, they'll support that. Because we had one in our orientation class that came out of school. It's out of North Carolina, I believe. And so they're doing a lot of things to holster, what they got going, the transportation part of it. Now, let's talk a little bit about the miles. Is there you can get the miles? I'm getting them. Now, I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for me. And I've spoken to several of the drivers. Some they're getting the miles, and some they not. But then when they get to talking, honestly, I know why. Why are you not getting them out? Because out of your mouth, you're going to speak the abundance of your heart. If you let a person start talking, they're going to tell you exactly where they at and who they are. All you got to do is just listen to them. So when they go to my man, I ain't getting no miles, then they start talking, I say, my mind, like, now I know why. Number one, you complain about everything. You want specific loads. You don't want to go here. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. Look, actually do not want to hear all that. They want you to deliver what they need you to deliver. And understand that I'm here at the pleasure to serve Ashley Furniture Distribution. That means that wherever you need me to go, that's where I'm gonna go. And when you do that, and when you do have special requests, they don't mind doing it. I needed some days off. I made a request. They made it happen for me. I work based upon my family needs. I don't have to be home every weekend. I don't do that. I mean, I come home pretty much through the week, every 2 or 3 times a week. Um, but I live about 35 miles, and my wife work, and we got twins, so I really just don't try to stress about. And right now we just down to one car, so I don't stress about her coming to pick me up, because you got to pick me up, take me back, kids. You got to figure out. So I just do my little 10-hour reset here, 10-hour break, and I keep on moving. So if I come through and I got to do a 34, I hit that 34 and I keep on moving. Why? Because the name of the game is you got to find that groove to get in, so that you can churn out them miles. Now I'm on the track to having about 3,000 or more this week. It's not because, well, it's simply because I know how to plan my clock. I know how to manage my time, and I know how to maximize that. So I position myself to get the miles, to get the loads. And I communicate with them. I let them know how many hours I got left. I let them know what my ETA is, and once I get to where I'm going, how many hours I got left, or if when my 10-hour break gonna be. And they take out all the guesswork for them. All they gotta do is say, oh, okay. They go in there and look and say, oh, next thing I know, bing, I got loads coming in. So that's how you do that, drivers. Once you get hired on, manage your 70 well. Learn how to organize and pre-plan yourself. And all you have to do is communicate that with your dispatcher, and because they got tons of load that needs to go out. All you got to do is be ready and keep that left door closed and deliver on time. Pick up on time. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. Anything come up, I go to the shop that's wrong mechanically. They fix it, get you right in and out. So you really just got to know how to work their system. And once you work their system, you'll see the benefits of that. So again, if you're a driver and you're looking at Ashley as a potential place to be employed, I would encourage you to go back and look at some of my videos, kind of get an insight on what my experience has been. And if you have any questions or comments, please just message me through the YouTube channel, and I'll respond. I'll respond to that, because again, I'm trying to build this platform of really just showcasing Ashley and what they're about, and what they have to offer. And I just only touched on a few of the things, just kind of give y'all a little content. But I will be, bring more content to it. Like I said, I wanted to get some of the other drivers, if it's okay with them, to do some videos, and they can tell you from their personal perspective, and you're not just getting it from me, because I only been here for about a month. You're gonna hear from somebody been here 15 years, 25 years, and I'm telling you, they sit down, they don't mind telling you. Them cats, man, they cool. I'm the old white cat, and some black ones too, and it all depends what region you in. It's a fact. I mean, wherever region you in, you're going to see the culture of that region. And whether you're in the South, then you're going to have more culturally people in the South that are accustomed to the area. And if you're in Wisconsin, you're going to have culture of those people. So just gotta know that, you know what I'm saying? But they all cool people. They really do love what they do, and I have not met any that wasn't happy. Them cats be laughing and playing, and I'm telling you, it's a cool atmosphere. Now here's another kicker. They do referral, and I'm not really just doing this for the referral, because it doesn't matter to me. But if it's an opportunity for me to earn and share my personal experience, and because I'm telling you all the truth, and if you decide that you want to come on board with Ashley, tell them you saw it on YouTube, the Professional Truck Driver, CDLQ. My name is Timothy Chisholm. My truck number is 18801. You give that to them, and then they will, if you get hired, then I'll get the referral. Hey, but guess what? Like I told you all in the previous video, because they don't offer sign-on bonuses. So that's a way that if you decide to come over, guess what? I'll share that with you. You're like, yeah, right. You get that money. You gone? No, dude, for real. Or girl, if you come on board and you tell them that I was played a role in that, well, I encourage you, inspire, share some information that may help you make that decision. You just reach out to me, say, look, hey, I'm heading off the train, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna respond to you, and I will stay in contact with you to the whole process. Nothing but communication, social media, and internet. You can communicate just like that. So I will stay in communication with you, and once you've made that transition, and once they've connected that with me, and then once they pay me for it, bing, I cash app you your part of it, just like that. I don't have no reason to lie to you about nothing like that. That's a win-win situation. You win, I win, and Ashley win as well. And hopefully they get a good employee added onto the team, and then I look forward to working with you and seeing you out on the road in our nice, beautiful black truck. So again, check out some of my other videos, and if you like this content, I would ask that you also hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because I'm trying to get my subscribers up to about 500 in order for me to go to the next level. Again, I do things on purpose. I'm doing this for a purpose, because number one, I love what I do. Trucking is, I love it, and I love where I'm at. And YouTube is a platform that I can share that with, and also in position myself to earn a little bit more extra cash. So why not do that? You can do it too if you want to. So again, check out some of my other videos, and reach out to me if you need to. If you want to, got some more questions, just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do my best to answer that. And if I can't, I will find someone or connect you with someone that can answer your question. You guys have a blessed day. Y'all be safe out there. And they will say, keep the rubber down and the chrome up. Be blessed. Later.